Hello. Today, I will be reacting to every Miles Morales love interest. By the way, I thought this guy did a video and every time Miles had sex, I think he cut it for some reason, which was a shame because that was the video I planned on watching. Yeah, sure, it sounds weird, which it was weird, but shame he cut it though. All that time making content just to delete it.
Miles Morales is the Spider-Man from an alternate universe.
Cool.
He has all of Spider-Man's powers, plus a couple of extra ones. He has camouflage powers that allow him
Which I really love his camouflage. I think it should be in more media personally.
to turn invisible, and he has amazing bioelectricity powers.
I mean, look, I know it's in every piece of Miles Morales media. What I'm trying to say is I wish it was used more. And his bioelectricity is cool. Personally, I don't really care about bioelectricity. It's too overused. Now, where were we?
That allow him to absorb electricity and to zap people with it. And
cool.
we're talking very high amounts of electricity, the kind that can knock over the Rhino. But this video isn't going to focus on his hero life, but rather his personal life, as we take a look at all of the love interests that Miles Morales has had over the years. In the absolutely amazing Spider-Verse film, Miles...
Yeah, I like those movies. I think I personally prefer the first one. But, you know, I've said this, I've had the Sun and Dance so many times. I know, I keep bringing it up. I love the OG Spider-Verse.
Morales has a huge crush on Gwen Stacy.
I never cared for Gwen. I'm not gonna lie, I don't hate Gwen, but Gwen has to compare with Penny, Noir, Peter, and Spider-Pig. And Miles. What does she really bring to the table? Look, I don't hate Gwen, and this isn't about my opinion on Gwen, so why am I bringing it up? Just, you know, she's the weakest link in the armor. Weakest chain. But she isn't bad. I just don't like her as much as I do the others.
Who is a Spider-Woman from another universe. And the two of them do a fair amount of flirting throughout the film, although a lot of it is quite awkward and he also screws up a lot of that flirting.
The flirting is funny though.
Especially when he...
Ew, but it is pretty cool. Also, pretty disturbing looking. Oh my god, that's disgusting. Not in a mean way though.
accidentally rips half her hair off. But she
Okay.
still clearly likes him, and it's likely that the two of them will become an item in the future of the Spider-Verse films. Especially...
I don't want to be mean, I really doubt they will. I mean, with now how Spider-Verse 3 has went, with how Spider-Verse 2 has went, I really doubt they're gonna have any kind of connection. I'm not gonna lie, I really hope they don't get together. I know it sounds really pessimistic, but I'm not really the biggest fan of how, oh shit.
And the two of them do a fair... screws up a lot of that flirting, especially when he accidentally rips half her hair off. But she still clearly likes him, and it's likely that the two of them will become an item in the future of the Spider-Verse films. Especially...
Okay, well, I assume I took a screenshot of the right moment, I don't know. So, I hope they're not together, but that's just me. Personally, I'm not trying to rain on Aaron's parade. I mean, I like the ship, but with what she did to Miles, does she
clearly
deserve
likes
it?
him, and it's likely that the two of them will become an item in the future of the Spider-Verse films. Especially
Personally, I don't think she deserves Miles, but that's just me.
taking into account that in the comic books, Gwen and Miles have shared a couple of passionate kisses, and they have a bit of a will they won't they thing going on, although they're not actually dating at the moment. But she's definitely one of the more serious relationships that's going to develop in Miles' life. And in the alternate universe of Earth 8, Miles and Gwen are actually married.
Okay, peak. I'm not the biggest fan of our relationship. No, I hate it. I'm not the biggest fan. But you can like it. I do just wonder, if it's a version of Gwen Stacy that isn't an alternate universe, but a classic Gwen Stacy that becomes Spider-Gwen, and Peter and Miles both exist in that universe, who loves her? Is it like a love triangle?
Married and have two children named Charlotte and Max Morales. But in the normal DC universe,
Max looks cool. Charlotte looks like she's gonna fucking slap him.
universe, he has dated a few other girls, including
This looks like a Ben 10 comic book, right? You know what I mean, right?
Katie Bishop. Now, the two of them were quite a serious item, so much so that he eventually revealed his identity as Spider-Man to her. Unfortunately, she was really freaked out by this and told
Yeah, I don't blame her. I mean, what are you expecting? It's a Spider-Man love story. It's not exactly gonna end happily.
her sister, who then in turn told her parents,
Fucking snitch, honestly.
who are members of Hydra. And Hydra is, of course, an evil organization of a bunch of zealots who are, well, just evil basically. And they end up kidnapping Miles and his friends and family. Of course, he was able to escape and save his friends and family, but the whole thing kind of ended their relationship.
Yeah, I can't blame Miles for saying, fuck you and fuckless after what her family did to him. I would be mad too. I would be so angry if I was Miles, and I'm just glad he was a better man and just said fuckless and left.
Even though Katie didn't mean to betray
Oh god, that Miles hurts.
him, and she did feel bad about it, Miles still broke up with her.
Get me out here. No, I can't blame Miles. Like, look, she feels bad. Sure, she feels bad. But guess what? I could feel bad for stabbing you. But then, you might say, oh, why is there a knife in my shoulder? And I'll say, oh, I feel bad. It doesn't matter. And you'll say, that doesn't get rid of a knife, little baby. There's still a fucking knife inside of me. And I'm like, no. You'll be thinking, fuck you. And I won't blame you for saying fuck you.
After all, you can't date someone if you can't trust them, especially
Precisely. Respect. Only love people if you can trust them and love them, and respect them.
if they almost get you and your friends killed.
Happy Valentine's Day.
It also led to Miles deciding not to tell his future girlfriends that he was Spider-Man. Though of course, if he dates someone for long enough, he would eventually have to tell them. Though any relationships
Not really. Not really, would he?
he has from here on, he's definitely going to be a lot more secretive about it. And he'd definitely vet them to make sure that their family is not full of supervillains. Another serious girlfriend was Barbara Rodriguez, and he stuck to his guns and decided not to share his Spider-Man secret with her. But unfortunately, that was actually this relationship's downfall, because Barbara felt that he was hiding a big secret from her, which of course he was, but it drove a wedge between them, and since
I hate to say it, I don't blame him. Look at that face though. I'm sorry, I just don't blame Miles. Like, look, don't keep secrets in your relationship unless you're a superhero. That's the only time where it's okay to keep secrets in your relationship.
he refused to reveal the secret, she eventually broke up with him. Though ironically, he obviously wasn't telling her in order to protect her. But even so, she clearly still has feelings for him, or at the very least cares quite a deal for him,
I love that game. This game was peak.
as she was quite worried when he went missing for a few days on sick leave, that was of course Spider-Man related. But even still, at this point it seems unlikely that they're going to get back together. But it's not impossible. And in his Spider-Man video game, there is Finn Mason,
Oh, are they supposed to be fucking? I really didn't think of them as friends.
who is a reimagining of the Tinkerer. And Finn and Miles clearly like each other. They have
Yeah, well, if it's so clear, why didn't I understand it? To be fair, I do have autism, which does mean, as well with social science, so maybe.
been friends since forever, and you can tell it's going to develop into a relationship. But sadly it wasn't to be, as she
I personally am just glad Miles didn't date her. I don't know. I think if you know one thing for this video, I like my Miles being single, bro. You might be asking, why are you even reviewing Miles? Shouldn't you be reviewing Peter? I'm just like, what does that mean? You have a problem with Miles?
turned out to be a supervillain. And then of course, she dies at the end of the game.
She dies now. She fucking kills herself, and it's good. Fuck Finn Mason. Hey, could you pass corner? I know it's all about love, but she betrayed Miles, so fuck Finn Mason. And she betrayed his heart, if we're talking about love. Yeah. Oh, let's go. I just don't see it, but maybe I'm the weird one. No, I'm not the weird one, I don't see it.
Meaning there is no chance of the two of them getting together. Unless she somehow miraculously survived, but that seems unlikely.
Somehow Tinkerer survived. No, thank God she's dead.
And getting back to the comics, we have...
You know, he forgot, probably because it didn't come back last time, but he didn't mention Haley, 2 years later. He didn't mention Haley from, Spider-Man 2. You know, they were fucking. By the way, when I say fucking, I mean they're in a relationship. It's just an easier way of saying they're together.
Lana Baumgartner, who is also
costume?
Bombshell and has feelings for Miles, though it seems that she is more interested in him than he is in her. And it doesn't help.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I understand that. Sometimes you don't care about someone the same way they care about you, you know? I've had that moment. You care about someone romantically and they just want to be friends. It just happens, you know? Sometimes people don't want to be with you that way, and that's fine. That's normal. And you shouldn't be all worked up about it. Either stay friends or just leave them.
Help that she was a villain when they met, though she is turning her life around and trying to be a hero instead. So potentially something could happen between them down the line, but it does seem unlikely. And there is also Starling, who
Okay, Tommy Mommy.
is like Miles' Black Cat, as she is a criminal with a whole flirting thing going on with Miles. The two of them bonded, and Starling even revealed her whole backstory and secret identity to him, which
Not gonna lie, I prefer Black Cat. Look at Miles's face.
prompted Miles to take off his mask, even though that was breaking his "I'm not going to tell future girlfriends I'm Spider-Man" thing. She said that he was
To be fair, they weren't fucking at the moment.
cute and gave him a kiss. So there's a whole thing going on.
Did she ask for his consent? Did she? No. No, she didn't. Get this fucking monster back in bars. Don't kiss without consent.
With them, and
Unless you're dating. Well, even then, still better to just check, you know.
though they're not actually dating at the moment, a lot of people expect them to start dating in the future. And it could be interesting because, as I said, she's kind of like his Black Cat.
That's a stupid fucking mask.
And Spider-Man and Black Cat did date at one point,
I do like a mask.
and it was definitely interesting.
You sure? Because
Miles has also expressed interest in a few
Miles, you fucking freak.
girls, such as Stature, who he is ashamed to admit that he finds hot, though that's mainly because she's trying to kill him at the time, though there's nothing going to happen, he was just attracted to her.
Nah, I understand, Miles. Who doesn't want a dummy, mommy, giant bitch to try and kill you? That's hot. There's that on camera.
And he also has a bit of a crush on Marvel Girl, who is the Jean Grey who is displaced in time. In a dimensional crossover, they actually team up and she reads his mind, which is very unfair, and finds out that he likes her, and even gives him a small kiss on the cheek when they say goodbye.
He looks so awkward.
And he also has a sort of attraction to Miss Marvel, and there's actually
Ugh. Miss Marvel and the Teenage Love Triangle from space. Ugh. Why does Miss Marvel have black eyes? And why are these simps begging on their knees for her? Miles, get your fucking dog ass up and say, nah, you two could be the love triangle for me. And then there's Nova, but you know, fuck Nova. All I care about is Miles.
a bizarre Avengers comic where Miles Morales writes fan fiction about Miss Marvel and the spectacular
Miles, you fucking weird. No, I'm kidding. Bro, weirdo ass. What the fuck?
Spider-Mole going on a date. It's a very weird issue of the comic, and it's done mainly for laughs, but it's clear that he kinda likes Miss Marvel. Though so far, him and Miss Marvel have had nothing more than some attractions and flirting with one another. They haven't dated properly.
I really want to play that game for this channel. I just don't know if I should. I really like Marvel's Avengers, but I just don't know if you guys want to see me play the game. I mean, I paid £7 for the game. I want to play it.
And to be honest, it mainly comes across that they're just close friends, but there is a bit of a flirting
To be fair, Marvel also does classic Spider-Man wanna fuck her. Gladly not adult classic Spider-Man, but like in new versions where classic Spider-Man is the same age as her.
going on between them, and people are just reading too much into it. Because let's be honest,
I mean, writing yourself having a date with someone is pretty fucking sus.
honest, we all kind of flirt a little with friends every now and then, and there's nothing really to it, it's just part of being alive. Although I must admit, in some comics there is a will they won't they vibe going on between Miles and Miss Marvel. And they could potentially make a good couple, but it's not really headed that way so far. And currently, Spider-Man is single, though he won't remain that
Single and happy.
way for long, and his most recent love interest was Starling, so that's most likely going to be the girl he ends up getting with in the near future. But we'll have to wait and see. But that is all of Miles Morales' love interests. Not really that many, but he is quite a young character. With that being said, if there's any that you think I have missed, then please let us know in the comments, along with which one of these relationships is your favourite, and who you'd like Miles Morales to date in the future. And I'd just like to quickly remind everyone that we have some merchandise available on our store, and to say thanks to all of you who have donated to the Needle Mouse production.
Well, goodbye guys. Happy Valentine's Day.